Complete new map and graphical overhaul. Brookhaven 2 has been something the players have anticipated for a long time. And in this video, we're going to be debunking everything about Brookhaven 2 and the rumors that you heard, and finally finishing off what we believe will arrive with Brookhaven 2. Yes, that's right. I said it. So hit the like button. Spike it up to the and then we are going to dive into this video. 35 likes for the speed limit of 35. I think we can acquire that. So what I wanted to do in today's video was something very special, near and dear to my heart, and that is talking about the new Brookhaven game that's going to release here in 2024. Brookhaven, as we know, is going to get subsided by a new hit, a new wonder, and that's going to be Brookhaven 2. It's going to graphically overhaul into a state of realism Brookhaven as we know it. The low poly stall will be going away, and we will have a full realistic Brookhaven where with realistic avatars that will have VR capability and full voice chat capability once as well. And it's going to be the most insane thing players have ever seen hit Roblox. Entirely, said no one ever. Okay, guys, let's talk about this a little bit. Brookhaven 2 has been very controversial. Everybody has talked about Brookhaven 2 and the possibilities of it arriving and showcasing things that we never thought were possible. New Brookhaven vehicles, totally realistic. We've seen the TikToks. We've seen so many things that until that, wow, Brookhaven can be took to the next level. That's my shoe. That's actually my shoe. But yeah, that be the case. What does this all mean and what is this? Well, I think players of Brookhaven like to get creative. And I think players of Brookhaven like to spawn different ideas into the community state of the game. And thus being the case, throughout suggestions we receive about new updates we would like to see in Brookhaven, there's always been one strong topic of discussion, and that is Brookhaven 2. Now, Brookhaven 2 would obviously be a rehaul of the game and totally maybe improve graphically the game entirely, adding more states of realism from the vehicles to the sky to everything. However, if you want to make Brookhaven look a little bit more realistic, you can go here to server commands and you can go down to clouds on. This is going to change your clouds to an ultimate super realistic cloud, and I think that's pretty cool. That's a cool feature in its own right. To be able to change the clouds to look super realistic, that is one step in getting Brookhaven to look more beautiful and what you would maybe envision it to be like Brookhaven 2. Yeah, we see we can add clouds. Well, if you come up here to your settings, you want to go to your graphical settings and go to, where is it? Graphics quality. Now, if your graphics quality is significantly lower, it's not going to look good. You're not going to be playing the best version of Brookhaven. You need to have your max quality setting on, and then that is going to furthermore make Brookhaven look crazier. Like, the water is already looking phenomenal in Brookhaven. Look at these ripples here, dude. This water looks beautiful. So if you play on high graphics quality, you're going to see very clear waters and very nice waters at that. The difference would be if you played Brookhaven on a low quality setting, you're going to get just basic blue. That's it. It ain't going to have no animations or textures to it. The water is going to look rather bland and simplistic. Now, a good way to describe it would be the way the water looks in the ocean, except it's for all of the game. Now, even with high graphical settings, the ocean water in Brookhaven does look significantly better. However, if we play on low quality setting, that is not going to be the case at all. But still, the ocean is beautiful and an expansion in Brookhaven that we never anticipated to happen. Now, this pretty much entails that Brookhaven is an island, and we might see other islands in the game. With the airport capability and the idea of being able to travel to different places, we do have small islands in Brookhaven. If we look over there in the distance, we see a wonderful island that allows us to spawn and live on an island away from Brookhaven. Now that the ocean update is here and it was massive and expensive as it is, it shows us that Wolfpack is not afraid to take a leap like never before and add something into Brookhaven that totally renovates the game and changes it in a whole complete overhaul. This is exciting. That means that for new updates, we could definitely see in Brookhaven something that we've never seen before, and that could be another massive overhaul to something regarding the map. Now, this big overhaul in addition to the map could definitely change Brookhaven forever, but it could also improve Brookhaven forever as well. Could Wolfpack be working on a graphical overhaul for Brookhaven behind the scenes, totally improving all the textures? Well, I think it's definitely a possibility. Here's why. There has been foreshadowing to this, and if we go to the vehicles, we can come down to vehicles such as the fire truck. The fire truck has been completely renovated and renewed from its original model. Now, if we look at the fire truck now, we can see that it definitely looks a little bit crazy. Okay, it looks crazy. And the reason for this, previously we had a very basic low poly fire truck, which I thought was phenomenal. I thought the previous fire truck was so nice. However, this one definitely takes a little bit of a step away from Brookhaven's original style, and we're seeing this with a lot of vehicles now. Not only did the fire truck get improved, but also the ambulance got a complete overhaul. Look at this, dude. This looks really nice. So we could be seeing a lot of renovating going on with Brookhaven, not only with the updates this year, but going forward in the future entirely. Now, that be the case, if these two vehicles got a complete overhaul and revamp, what vehicle could be next on that? Could it be some of the police cars? Could some of the police cars get totally revamped or restyled in order to improve a new state of Brookhaven? Well, that could very much so be the case. However, a lot of these vehicles have been really, honestly, newly added, and the fire truck, I think, had been in the game since the beginning of days. So, what does that tell us? Well, that tells us that there could be other things as well that's going to get improved, such as the horse. The horse has been pretty simple since throughout all of Brookhaven's history, the horse could see a slight increase of improvement. The horse being one of them, we could also see improvements on some of the old classic vehicles like this one here, for example. Seeing these redone or remodeled could happen in the near future. Also, graphical remodels around the map as well. Dude, heck, even the fountain could get remodeled. I mean, that could also be a possibility. However, there is a couple establishments in Brookhaven which we have not really seen change either, such as the hospital. The hospital could get a complete change in the future as well, as the hospital has received minor updates throughout the course of Brookhaven's history, one being the file cabinet opening and closing here that contained medical records. That did get removed, such as additions of the syringes having to be removed because of Roblox's terms and services. Kind of surprising. But that be the case, what could really lead to a big, massive change at Brookhaven, and that people would maybe title, hey, this could be something like Brookhaven 2. Well, I wanted to put a case close to the Brookhaven 2 once more. Brookhaven is a steadily evolving game that receives consistent updates. It wouldn't make sense to create an entirely new Brookhaven. Though the concept of Brookhaven 2 does sound so phenomenal, I don't think it's Wolfpack's current approach to the game. Completely releasing a new Brookhaven seems kind of, well, weird. And to be honest, this is Brookhaven 2 that we are playing. And what I mean by that is, Wolfpack had a project called Radia RP, which is still up on Roblox, and you can play and look at, well, Wolfpack's first roleplay project. This consisted of a town and a lot of models and places and establishments that we know in Brookhaven to be, well, placed in Brookhaven as we know it. Radia had a lot of things that Brookhaven, well, Brookhaven has a lot of things that Brookhaven, or Radia has a lot of things that Brookhaven does not have, including a pet shop. Now, Radia was a big experimental project, I feel like, that, well, led Brookhaven to be what it is today, and that's exciting. Radia consisted of many different buildings, and even the school is from Radia. If you go back to Wolfpack's game Radia and go through the map in the town, you will see that Radia also had an ocean surrounding its map. This was very surprising why Brookhaven never had this, and Radia did, considering it is even an older game. So now, of course, we got the ocean surrounding Brookhaven just like it does in Radia. Radia has a lot of beach additions, which I truly believe is going to end up consisting of the inspiration of adding beach additions to Brookhaven. And I think since we're getting around that time of season, we're going to see a lot of beach updates and a lot of changes to the ocean and make it an extravagant getaway for us, the players, to be able to go enjoy a nice oceanside event. And we might even get ocean villas and, you know, little like places to stay and enjoy ourselves via the ocean. Now, there's nothing saying that the current houses as well in Brookhaven could not be renovated, like such as the hotel, to turn into like seaside resorts and stuff of that sort as well. So we'd be able to spawn in the hotel estate, and we could change it to a seaside resort. Brookhaven is very big on adding different roleplay availabilities and options with the already existing assets in the game. If we come over here, we will see the gym used to not have all these accessibilities and changes. Now we can change all these with a click of a button, and it changes it into something so different and cool. So that's not all for the school. Of course, if we come over here to this amazing little auditorium, we can jump behind and go behind the scenes, and we can change it as well to even Western. So this means that there's a lot of changes going on in Brookhaven, and there's a lot of possibilities for changes, and I think that is where we're going to see the future of Brookhaven lie. Not in a re-release or a brand new Brookhaven 2. I think Brookhaven is going to continue evolving. So guys, put a rest of the Brookhaven 2. It's not going to happen, but Brookhaven is going to get better, and by the time in like 2 years, it's going to feel like Brookhaven 2. I'm telling you guys now. Because like I said, we're already in Brookhaven 2. Rocadia was like the first. And now it's this. So, yeah, hopefully that went over it with you guys and covered that little topic a little bit more in depth. Now we will be we're going to, go over some of the other Brookhaven 2 related videos that I've done because it's really interesting. So stick around for that, and I love you guys. You know already. Hit the like button. I don't care what you say, this is actually Brookhaven 2. This is nuts to look at. Like, whoa. Guys, I think this is the perfect time to announce we are on TikTok now. The username is not ONG, totally not ONG. Was someone got that one, so it's not ONG, okay? This is my official TikTok account. You can go follow it. We upload a lot of the shorts and the special TikToks over there as well. But diving into another profile is Cybear25 over here on TikTok. Now, this person has things that directly look like if I could ever imagine what Brookhaven 2 was going to look like, this person has it here, dude. Like, it is so crazy. So, like, let's just go look at some of these. And it's going to surprise you because I've never seen nothing like this, guy. So here's the realistic grocery store. If we click on this, the grocery store has an ultra realistic. So what this person has done is made an ultra realistic Brookhaven. And dude, this is insane. So I know what a lot of questions already are going to be in the comments, because a lot of them are the comments on these TikToks. What game on Roblox is this so I can play this ultra realistic version of Brookhaven? Well, if we go back and we look at some more, this person even did a crazy Superman in Brookhaven, flying around Ultra Brookhaven 2 with Superman availability. Now, I wanted to make this video as well to talk about Brookhaven 2 for a couple reasons. People in the community love to talk about the idea of Brookhaven 2. We're going to go over that a little bit later on into the video as well. I think the idea of Brookhaven 2 is kind of goofy, but when you see stuff like this, dude, it is insane. So this one, for example, with the gun, as you walk around here, this is insane, dude. Someone said this is GTA in Brookhaven combined. GTA plus Brookhaven, basically. I'm going to have to be honest, with the wanted star, with the gun, and then the police show up and everything. Like, this is just so crazy, dude. And now let me start by saying this, guys. Let's hop into normal Brookhaven for a second. Someone even said that last one was Grand Theft Haven. I mean, honestly, dude, with some of those videos that person is uploading, it's insane. Now, with TikTok, guys, we see a lot of things that we normally don't see in the Roblox community kind of spawn over there, right? And, well, just like those ultra-realistic realism, like, Brookhaven concepts that we just looked at by that person, I wanted to go ahead and debunk this for you guys so you guys know exactly what that is and know that it isn't actually a game on Roblox. Now, it's not a game that you can play. That person that was making those videos on TikTok directly around like Brookhaven 2 ultra realistic, I mean, this person has 20 million views on some of those videos because the whole community is so intrigued and interested in playing that realistic version of Brookhaven. I mean, it made Brookhaven look nutty, dude. And so I can't much blame you guys for that. And honestly, yeah, it is insane to see something like that. It looks so crazy, but it's not a game on Roblox, and that's where it's tricking people, okay? So that is not a game that you can actually find on Roblox and play. A lot of times the Brookhaven, a lot of times people play with the concept of Brookhaven 2 and they'll make it kind of more realistic in the Roblox engine, but it doesn't really get that real. Like, that was insane, right? Well, that's because that was actually animation. So that isn't actually a game on Roblox. I mean, it's animation, guys. And that animation obviously gives the people the availability to do things that you couldn't even ever imagine. And that's why you cannot find that game on Roblox, and you cannot play that crazy realistic Brookhaven 2 that would probably break your phones and system with how crazy it looks, right? So the truth behind that, guys, that is animation. Now, I will say the concept of that and what it looks like is insane. And I mean, seeing something like that would just be absolutely crazy, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, if there was ever a Brookhaven 2, that's exactly exactly how I imagine it to look. And if there was ever an adaptation where Brookhaven got a real like adaptation, like a game that we could play on PlayStation 5 or something like that, Xbox Series X, I think it would look like that. I definitely think it would look like that. But you know, everybody's always talking about Brookhaven 2 and this crazy new version of Brookhaven that's going to get introduced, guys. Brookhaven is a game that's consistently being updated, always. And Wolfpack is always working on updating the game and making it amazing. But at the end of the day, Brookhaven is a Roblox experience, and that is always going to, I think Wolfpack's always going to stay true to that. So what you see here in Brookhaven is what it's going to be, with it expanded upon and improved. And now, I do want to talk about this, too. If you want your Brookhaven to look kind of more ultra-realistic, I'm talking about the actual Brookhaven game. You can turn shaders on. There are ways to download shaders on Brookhaven to make it look very more visually pleasing in a way, but it's still, it's only going to heighten the game visuals a little bit, right? And a lot of times, guys, if you go up here to your settings here, you see that I play on graphics quality max, of course, which is going to make Brookhaven look the most glamorous that it can look, really. And if we go over here to the water, you know, you can change the way the water looks. You can have a more clear visual presentation of the water. Or if you're on low graphic setting, your fog render distance is going to be, basically you're not going to be able to see too far, and the water is going to be just a basic flat color of blue. So this is what Brookhaven looks like on like max graphics setting, which looks really darn good, by the way, in my opinion. I mean, compared to this, guys, let's just compare it real quick. Let's do a comparison here, dude. If you turn it all the way down, see, I cannot see the houses over there anymore. The water has kind of down, you know, just a basic color. And this is what Brookhaven looks like, usually probably on a lot of mobile devices, or like if you don't have a device that can support the higher quality, which I'm surprised I even can, dude. But let's see here. Let's go here, and now let's turn it back up. And this improves the lighting and everything as well, and it just looks so much more better. But yeah, that was an animation, and I wanted to touch on it, guys, because I seen that on TikTok. You know, I just recently made the TikTok account, and we're uploading it on TikTok now as well, so you guys can, if you don't happen to catch the YouTube short, you will have TikTok as well that you can catch some of our TikToks at not ONG. So you can go over there and watch some of the TikToks that we will be uploading from time to time as well. But yeah, that's just that, dude. I wanted to touch on that. Like I said, this concept, everybody in the community is always uploading Brookhaven 2, Brookhaven this, and I think it's kind of goofy in a way, but I guess I understand it because everybody loves the idea of a new Brookhaven game or a Brookhaven 2 coming out, but I don't want to get people's false hopes up, and I want you guys to know these videos that are like Brookhaven 2, a lot of times they're just games or experiences that have been uploaded to Roblox that kind of take a spin on Brookhaven. It's fan-made games, and a lot of times they just take a little bit of a spin and change the narrative and some of the things around the map and make it look a little bit different, and then they call it Brookhaven 2. We've seen this in the Brookhaven community a lot. People like to make their own fan games. Even I have done it in the past. Before we had the Jet in Brookhaven, I made something known as Jet Haven. You guys probably remember that. And it basically allows you to go into and add things to Brookhaven that you think are really cool and cool concepts, which I'm not necessarily against, but I do think it gets a little bit blown out of proportion in the community. But it does create cool ideas and variations to make Brookhaven experiment with what's possible in Brookhaven. However, do keep in mind, if you plan to make a fan game, there's chances are it's not going to stay on Roblox long. A lot of these fan games do get took down because, come on, you can't replicate the one and only Brookhaven, right? So do be careful about that, but you can kind of experiment around a little bit with it. But that being said, and how Wolfpack feels about this, if you guys are wondering, I don't think Wolfpack necessarily minds it exactly, but I also think Wolfpack, the person behind Brookhaven, isn't really all dandy and for it, you know, which makes total sense. So Wolfpack wants to add and create the game how it's intended to be created, and I don't think that's ever going to change. But yeah, that definitely surprised me, and I wanted to touch on that because if you guys seen that ultra-realistic look in Brookhaven, that's probably what it is. It's just an animation, okay? Talk about a complete overhaul. Look at this. This is kind of nutty, dude. Do we have early access built up Brookhaven 2024? This could be the Brookhaven 2 that everybody's talking about? I don't know. What's that sound? Shut your car up. It's too loud, dude. I'm going over here. Look at the fountain and everything. The community pool. Dude, where's the diving board? Oh my god, dude, look at this. Warning, danger, just as you would expect, guys. Okay, let's just kind of face it, dude. Brookhaven 2024 is going to be unlike anything we've ever seen. And you might be like, dude, it's 2023. What are you talking? Look at the frat house, dude. It's even got a complete overhaul and update. The gas station there, the daycare. Guys, I don't know. There's been a lot of talk about Brookhaven 2 in the community for countless amounts of time. Like, I always see it. Brookhaven 2, the bestest and greatest in all of Brookhaven. And I'm like, dude, I don't know. I refuse to. Oh my god! Help me! Help me! Get in there! Help me! Oh my god! Dude, that is. You talking about. Oh my god, dude. Dude, that was scary. That was very scary. I'm not gonna lie. That's very scary. Parentheses. Alright, let's get in here, dude. Let's drive this thing. Woo! This ain't too bad, dude. Driving's like a lot improved on this one. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Driving is improved on this game. We have like Pizza Plaza. Pizza Plaza. Okay, Pizza Plaza. I like that. I like that. Got Pizza Plaza Bank of MMT. Let's go check. Ooh! Airport totally redone. Airport totally redone, dude. Look at this. Look at this. Open up. All right, don't open up. That's fine. I'll go around. Dude, airport totally redone. The gate won't open though, dude. This is faulty. I'm not gonna lie, dude. But look at this, dude. The airport has totally been redone. We have this now, dude. This looks. Not gonna even lie, dude. This looks a bit cool. This looks kind of cool, okay? Brookhaven got completely redone. Oh my god, the new version of Brookhaven here, dude. This, okay, the airport is definitely taking me by surprise. Loving what's done to the airport, dude. Airport's definitely 10 of 10 there, dude. The houses are redone as well in this. Like, dude, they have more like a slight difference to them. Of course, this goes down in here, dude. Just as we would expect it, you know, the estate's up there. We got the nice summer camp here. Slide in here. Slide in there. Nice thing over there, dude. Wow. Okay, this is kind of crazy, dude. Now, we haven't even really touched on the cars or anything like this, guys. I don't even know, man. Like, this is not what I expected in my water streams. Okay, Hidden Valley is not introduced in this version yet, so that's good to know. Good to know, dude. Good to know. So, essentially, guys, getting back to what I was saying, everybody's talking about Brookhaven 2 being this insane, phenomenal, crazy, realistic like thing that's going to exist, or Brookhaven 2024 is going to change what we know of Brookhaven entirely, right? And to that, I respond and say, quite possibly, quite possibly. I think the lineup for updates and things that we're going to see going throughout the rest of this year into 2024, I've said it before in previous videos, I think it's going to be like anything we've never seen before. I think a lot of the future updates are going to be larger style updates. I think the holiday-based updates are going to be renovated differently and bring something new and exciting than we haven't seen previous years. I think Wolfpack's really wanting to end this year with a bang and do very impressive things and things that he hasn't done or really, you know, intended to do with Brookhaven in quite some time. And I think with that, we can anticipate some really beautiful and wonderful updates into the future. And of course, I'm going to be here supplying you guys with all the information and everything I know about them, because that's what I do, giving you guys 100% validation when it comes to knowing what is good and not good and accepted in the Brookhaven world. So that be the case, this game's cool. I mean, it definitely renovates Brookhaven. This is called Crookhaven, I think. I think that's what it's called, dude. I could be wrong. Crook's realism. It takes Brookhaven and it makes it a little bit more amplified, I guess you could say, into the ways that this person has it interpreted. So let's get on out of here. And now let's actually look at the car interface. As you can tell, it's been totally redone as well here. We have tons of different cars, Doom buggies, you know. Then we even have, I guess, premium cars. This item's not for sale. I guess that don't work. We still have all this. We can floss. Oh, dude, you ain't gonna see this. Actually, this is already in Brookhaven, believe it or not. Old Town Road. Yep. Oh, God, dude. Oh my god, dude, I can't believe this is happening. Not gonna lie, dude, not gonna lie. Okay, dude, that's enough. All right, so then we have the inventories as well. That's pretty cool. There's not much in the inventory interface here. We have avatar customization, which kind of is what Brookhaven evolved into now. We have RP name there. So this was probably before, this person probably was dabbling in this and making this before, you know, Brookhaven really had an opportunity or chance to add and have those introduced to it. Does this still work? Kinda. It kinda works. So that's cool. That's cool. Definitely a unique aspect and look at Brookhaven. I mean, I'm not saying this is bad by no means, and I really wonder how realistic Wolfpack... You know, you guys got to understand, Brookhaven is mainly a game that focuses on low poly style, and I think that being the case, it allows Brookhaven to really have a lot of opportunity and possibilities for its future, and what can be introduced in it. So a lot of people want to see an ultra realistic Brookhaven. For that, I say go download some shaders for your Roblox. That's going to change the way Brookhaven looks as well. And if it comes down to it, I don't know. I just don't know, dude. I don't know about this. Let's go check out this McDonald's. A 2022 Wolf Girl. She's spawning cars here. Amigo. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is crazy. All right, let's go over here. Let's go over here, dude. Pizza Planet. I thought this was it's Pizza Planet, McDonald's, and Pizza Plaza. Actually, that says Pizza Planet here. We got the vegetable pizza, cheese, ham, pepperoni, vegetables, a mega gulp. That sounds pretty good. I ain't gonna lie about that. Only $11, dude. These are NPCs, by the way, guys. Now, here's the thing. NPCs getting introduced in Brookhaven, that's been a talk of the century too. People are like, what about an NPC getting introduced? I would love to see NPCs in Brookhaven. No, you wouldn't. We are the non-playable characters, each other, whenever we join into a server and see each other. When I join into Brookhaven servers, a lot of times I see players role-playing as the trash man or, a grocery store worker, and I don't think NPCs are necessarily needed because of that. We fill the roles in our role plays on whatever our intended role play is in Brookhaven, and that's why I think the idea of NPCs and NPCs not really working or being introduced just doesn't make sense from a developing standpoint either. So for those wondering if we're going to get NPCs in Brookhaven, I'm going to case close that now. I don't see that as something happening, but I still think it's an interesting question and a very good one at that. But yeah, that be the case though, dude. Seeing an ultra realistic Brookhaven definitely is cool, and people have made Brookhaven realism like games for a while now, but nothing's gonna top good old Brookhaven. Let's go ahead and check it out. And we're back like that, dude. Look at this beautiful thing, dude. I don't know. Brookhaven's really shaping up, if I'm being honest with you guys. Like, compared to this game, compared to that fan game previously to this, like, this looks darn good, dude. I don't know why you guys be hating sometimes on Brookhaven. Like, the game looks beautiful. It runs smooth. There's hardly any ever glitches or bad game-breaking bugs that we face in Brookhaven. Like, dude, there's really nothing to complain about with this. And I think, going forward into 2024, and I also closed this down multiple times, but I do want to say this again because I get it from time to time, guys. There's not going to be a Brookhaven 2. There's no need to be a Brookhaven 2. There will be new Brookhaven updates that renovate the game and Brookhaven map as we know it, that will make it seem like this is a whole new Brookhaven, but down the line, there's never going to be a whole new Brookhaven games in the work. You guys got to understand, this technically is Brookhaven 2 that we're playing. And the reason why I say that is Wolfpack used to work on a role-playing game just like this one, called Radia. Radia was pretty much the stepping stones and everything as we know to be Brookhaven now. Radia was very wide open. There was pets. There was a beach. There was all these things that we constantly request and sometimes ask to be implemented in Brookhaven. There was even a complete mountain like we see in Brookhaven. You can see, if you go back and play the Roblox game Radia by Wolfpack, you will see a lot of resemblance to the map and a lot of, history there, kind of becoming what we see into the map of Brookhaven in this glorious town of Brookhaven. It was, I guess, quite some time Wolfpack decided, he wanted to take this project on, and then it wasn't short after Brookhaven started up. Then we seen the first Christmas update. Then we started seeing all these seasonal updates and everything as it blossomed into its beauty that it truly is. We can really look down the history of Brookhaven, where it started, and the intention behind Brookhaven since it started. A place for like-minded people to come together, enjoy themselves, but most importantly, for free players as well to enjoy role-playing and not have to worry about purchasing all kinds of game passes and everything to really feel like they can have a meaningful role-play in the game itself. Wolfpack, since day one, has stated and made it obvious that he wants to make it so many people can drive cool vehicles, have amazing houses, explore the city without being limited too much. Now, with the addition later coming, of course, the Game Passes got introduced and it allowed for an increased play value, but that's only there optional. And guys, I want to be honest, you do not need a Game Pass in Brookhaven to enjoy Brookhaven at all, and that is why I still think to this day it reigns on top of Roblox, and it's just amazing. You can play the top game on Roblox without having to spend any of your Robux, and I don't think it gets much better than that. But either way, I thought it would be cool to check out that Brookhaven game and dive into what it might be if, there was really more like realistic-looking bricks and sidewalks. That game sort of captured it, and of course, there's other people capturing it as well that we have seen. But yeah, with that aside, though, If you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to hit the like button. Of course, we're going to stay updated with everything Brookhaven. That's what we do. We love Brookhaven, and we love you. You're an amazing person. You are. And don't let no one tell you you're not. So with that aside, love you guys, and we'll see you all in the next one.